What is up, guys? Thunder Studios here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager Class Armada Red Alert. So let's get into it. Starting off with just like the figure in general, like the plastic quality feels really good, and he's quite hefty compared to some other figures in this size class. He just looks fantastic. Like at first I was kind of hesitant to pick this guy up, but then I saw him and he's so good. I'm so glad I picked him up. I would highly recommend it if you haven't. And if you're kind of on the edge, wait to the end of this review and hopefully I can change your minds. Yeah, this guy has clear plastic inserts, probably some really sturdy clear plastic. Has an amazing light piping, some pretty cool accessories, some excellent articulation, and just a really good transformation. So this is pretty show or cartoon accurate. I haven't seen most of the show. I've seen like one season. It's alright. But yeah, I just love the details with the little Medic Autobot logo and like the stripes here. Just everything looks so good. Like he looks straight ripped from the show. And I do appreciate the fact that they painted the kneecaps. It could have just left them black, but they painted them instead, which looks pretty cool. Got nothing else to say about this guy, but he is excellent. Like especially like with the yellow on the front headlights, and then just the silver paint on the grills. Okay, size comparisons. We have him with Armada Wheeljack and Armada Optimus Prime. I don't have any more Armada figures, just them two. I'm hoping to get some more. Let me know if you want to see a review on either of these two. Maybe Armada Wheeljack, but let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's it for the size comparisons. Let's move on to his accessories. He comes with a couple. One up here, which is his gun, I guess. One here, and one in his hand. So his hand here is pretty unique because it has like a 5mm port. Has some accessories to go in. One is like just a standard hand. One is, I think, like a gun. And I guess you can use this as like a claw, but this goes into here as the gun. And if you wanted to, you can use it as like a handgun. Doesn't really look the best. But yeah, you can just like plug these wherever. And I still prefer the main one. It looks the best in my opinion. And if you didn't want to use this, you can either store it in the legs, which I will show you during transformation, or what I like to do is store it on the back here in this 5mm peg. It just gives him like a bit more like an armored-ish look. Yeah, he has his gun here. It looks alright, but I prefer it on his back. You take this part, lift it up, and just connect it. Yeah, and you don't really need to remove most of these parts for the transformation. You just need to remove the bits on the top. So, and for his articulation, he's got a decent range. He's got arm joints go out, full 360, bicep rotation, a really stiff double jointed elbow, just a bit stiff, wrist rotation. He has a waist joint here. Legs can go back that far, forward that far. If you did lift this up, you can kick it a bit further back. Thigh rotation, 90 degrees knee bend. Sort of an ankle that can go backwards. That's mainly due to transformation. Ankle tilt, it can go up and back, like so. Just my copy is a bit stiff, but yeah, and he's also got a ball joint at the head, which can't really look down properly because of this in the way, but you can like rotate it. Yeah, unfortunately my copy is kind of stiff, but other than that, he looks good. And if you did want to, you can choose to angle the shoulder pads out. I don't think that looks as good as just having them down here. Yeah, he's alright. So now let's move on to his transformation. Okay, just before we start the transformation, make sure to take off all the accessories. You can leave the gun on there, but just take off like little bits that go in his hand. Just put them off to the side for now. And to start the transformation, lift up the chest bit and just push down here to get this part up, push down the head and put it back. Unfortunately, my copy did have a bit of paint scratching, but that's okay. Take the gun here and just flip it back. It covers up that in vehicle mode. Once you have done that, take the arms, rotate them this way, and then use the double elbow bend, like so. Peg that in, and double elbow, and then rotate these down, like so. Once you have done that, lift up the back, take the feet, fold them there, fold them here, and in here is where you're going to take the transparent red ones and just get this to focus, like so. So do this for both sides. Make sure the 3mm peg is facing downwards, so like this. It's a bit, just how tiny they are, it's a bit tricky to get them in there, but once they're in there, they are solid. And just break the ankle here, like so. Once you have done that, just take the arms, like so. Lift this up a bit more and peg the arms together, like so. And yeah, just move this down here. And once you have done that, lift this up, and in there is a 3mm port, which is where you're going to take the grey one, like so, and just peg this down. Take this, lift it up, and just do the same to the other side. Make sure to peg it in, and once you have done that, make sure to peg it into this part. And there you have Armada Red Alert's vehicle mode. And yeah, you can take the cannon, put it on, add some blast effects if you want. It looks pretty cool. Or you can just have it snugly there. I do really like the red paint stripes just across the sides. It really like gets across the idea that this is like an emergency vehicle. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I mean, I know what it's for. It's like for the Minicon. But I would have liked something to plug in there, like, because you can't put blast effects in there because it's too recessed down. And you can't even put like the little, like the minigun bit on. Other than that, this is really solid. Like, this is probably one of my favorite Transformers that I own. Like, the transformation is really fun, and this is really hefty and like really solid feeling. So I can understand why they went for a Voyager. Yeah, just look at the details, like especially the clear plastic inserts instead of making the entire top piece clear plastic. Definitely makes it look better. And now let's move on to size comparisons. Okay, we have Armada Optimus and Armada Wheeljack. And just taking a look at them, you can see it's kind of roughly around the same size as Wheeljack, but a little bit like chunkier. Whereas Optimus, yeah, he wins hands down. But that's because he doesn't really have a lot of like transformation. He's just like laying down with the upper part transformed, whereas this is like full on compressing. Same with Wheeljack. So yeah, look, definitely let me know in the comments if you want a review for either of these two. Anyways, that sums up that part, and yeah. And he does have pinned on wheels, so he rolls really, really well. And he's just really, really fun to play about with. So I would highly, highly recommend you go pick this up if you haven't already. And yeah, that's going to be it for this review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you thought of this. Maybe if you like it, if you're going to consider getting the figure now. Anyways, peace.